Right. This summer, you have a lot of time. You have so much time. You're done with school. You probably don't have the. You probably have to work a little bit, but not that much. Okay. You have a ton of time. You have maybe about 3 months, and it's honestly, it's up to you what you want to do with it. Some people want to relax, but I doubt that is you. Okay. Most people, they like after the summer, right? Some of their like let's say you're in school, for example. You probably know some people where like they were like really skinny, for example, before summer, and it's just like, what the hell? Like after summer, like what happened to that guy? Or like they just underwent like a crazy transformation for some reason. And it's just because they had nothing else to do and they just wanted to commit themselves and they had the time to do it. Okay? I want you to decide whether you want to go one way or the other. Okay? You can either be a champion at Jerkmate, or you can actually try to do something such as, well, if you're watching these kind of videos, training to be able to win your first fights. Okay? You can go one way or the other. Okay? Like if you're gonna relax, you may as well just like do other stuff that's not even gonna benefit you at all, where you're just purely living a hedonistic lifestyle. You can do that, but make it like actually intentional. Like go through almost like seasons. Okay? Either do that, or you can go really hard for these 3 months where you're training really, really hard. Like every day you're watching fights, you're trying to spar, you're trying to like watch your diets. And honestly, what's gonna happen is like you're almost putting yourself through a boot camp, like a fight camp, treating yourself like a professional, where you imagine yourself being able to fight like a world champion. Because a world champion isn't just gonna be like they're not just gonna be a Jerkmate. They're not, obviously not. Okay, but if you want to achieve the same thing, if you want to undergo a transformation, like now is literally like the perfect time where you basically don't have any exams to think about. You don't have any homework. You don't have anything, and you're just like solely focused on one thing. Okay, like sure, maybe on Sundays you can like relax a bit more. You can hang out with people, but your focus, your like the word priority. Okay, the word priority literally means like the one thing. Like like primary is one, like pri. Okay, that the Latin term. You cannot have multiple priorities. You can only have one. Okay. You have to decide which one you want to go with, okay? But you have to stick with it. Because the longer you stick with it, the more momentum you build up. Because honestly, if you train, for example, like if you've never done Muay Thai before, like I train Muay Thai, okay? If you've never done Muay Thai before, and you try to do, 3 months of training, but it's like 1 month there, and then you stop, and then you do 1 week there, and it's like the course of a year, compared to just doing 3 months hard just like that. The person that did it for 3 months just kept doing it and doing it and doing it almost to an obsessive level. They basically have the equivalent of like a casual goer, okay? Like someone who sometimes goes to like every session. Well, they sometimes go to sessions like maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. Like that's the equivalent of their progress across like 9 months. Just because how much she can actually learn through like the snowball effect. Because every time you go, you learn something new and you try to apply it and you keep applying it and you keep applying it. Like there's gonna be fighters who see you there like, oh, you're here all the time. Like, do you eventually want to fight? And then that gets you more amped up. They're not gonna, those kind of fighters, like the people in your gym, they're not gonna try to help you the same way. They're not gonna judge you the same way if you're just gonna be going in every other week. But if you're going up, showing up like basically every day, they're gonna treat you differently. They're gonna give you literally like more attention, despite not actually paying more as well. Like it's a win-win, okay? And especially if you want to fight. If you want to fight, like your opponents, they're probably gonna try to relax during the summer. But you, if you like literally lock in like really hard, then you can win. Like this is basically what I did during winter for basically like 3 months. Like I didn't really have anyone to hang out with in the place that I basically live at, right? Like I didn't have too much to do. So what I did, like I woke up at 8 o'clock, had my breakfast, went to the gym, had lunch, like I came home, had lunch, showered, and I went back to the gym. And then later on, if there's a Muay Thai session on, then I'll go back again for that session. Most people would stop at just one training session per day, but I knew I was able to keep going because of the intensity. I was actually able to manage it. Like, I was bored out of my mind. Like, I wanted to also win. I saw myself fighting in the future. I knew I was gonna do something. I wanted to do something, but you actually have to take action in order to achieve that kind of thing. Okay, like Forrest Gump, for example, literally he kept on spamming the same thing over and over and over again, and became like world champion. What was it, like tennis, table tennis? Yeah, you want to just do that. Okay, even if you're not talented, I don't care. I believe anyone can win a fight, but you have to train for it. You have to train to almost like an obsessive level. Do the things that like other fighters probably wouldn't be doing, like literally like doing visualization practices. This is genuinely what I did. Like 15 minutes a day, I would literally visualize how my fights were gonna go. Like if he did a certain thing, if he was gonna throw a cross, what was I gonna do? If he threw a kick, was I gonna catch it? Was I gonna check? And even if I did, how would I counter? And even if I checked, if he knew that I was gonna check and he was gonna fire something else back, well, what did I do? I basically envisioned like so many things all before my fights. Instead of just looking at fights, like watching them, and just being like, I should do this. Like, yes, I do that. All fighters do that. But do you think all fighters are also doing visualization? Do you think so? Or trying to do almost a form of self-hypnosis where you're literally writing down, you are going to win. You are going to win. You literally have the medal around you already. You've already won 3 fights. Most fighters aren't going to be doing that. Like, maybe the top 0.1% would be doing that. Alright? And it sounds insane. But if you start treating yourself like the top, like 0.1% of fighters, you will eventually become that. That's just the truth. Okay? You can decide to go one way or the other. You can become platinum and jerkmate if you want, or you can become something else during the summer. It's up to you. It's really up to you. I can see you can go like either way. Okay? You can kind of stay in the middle, but like then what's the point? Like you may as well swing towards something that you actually would be proud of. Like if you eventually want kids, would you want to be able to tell him or tell them this kind of story? Or would you rather tell them the story that like, yeah, during my summers I just basically did nothing. Like you could say I trained really hard and then I knew like 3 months or 6 months after that I was gonna fight, and I did. I won. Alright. And you could, how amazing is that? To be able to see like the excitement in your kid's eyes, like oh my god, my dad, he like, instead of doing everything else that like around, like doing the things that basically his society told him to do, instead he basically just stayed at the gym like 3 times. He went 3 times and then went off to try to win, and he did win. Okay? I believe anything is basically possible as long as you actually like, put in the actual work for it. But you actually have to commit yourself to it. Especially like if you have a ton of time. Okay? I have a ton of time right now. I'm going to try to work really hard at this. Like I'm trying to help fighters like you to win their first fight. If you do have any suggestions or like topics that you want me to cover, you could let me know. But if you want like personal help, check the link to this video. I will help you for free for like an hour. We can just talk about any problem that you want. It's most likely going to be a mindset thing. I will convince you 100% that you're going to win. Guaranteed. I don't care what you think about yourself. You are able to win. I don't care. If a man is able to win Muay Thai fights missing an arm, you can win, okay? It's possible, okay? I don't care about your height, like either. Like I was able to fight someone who's like literally this tall and I could still win. Realistically, I should not have won that, okay? Anything is possible as long as you actually put in the effort, okay? But you also have to be smart about it, okay? That's all from me. Hopefully this is helpful. If you want my one-to-one help, just check the link. Bye bye.